going on, YouTube? It's your boy Trinity Wolf, and welcome back to another amazing deck profile today. So this is my regional deck profile from last weekend. I had my regional. If you guys haven't checked that out already, please check out the channel. It was a really different way of me recording my Yu-Gi-Oh days, since it was more like a vlog type deal. But anyway, guys, if you are new to the channel, please destroy that subscribe button. We are on the march for 1,000 subscribers, so that way I can reveal to you guys the special edition playmat that I will be releasing on the channel once we hit 1,000 subscribers. So be sure to destroy that subscribe button if you're enjoying the content. Hit the thumbs up button, and well, let's just get on into this deck profile. So like I said, guys, this has been kind of the same build I've been going for the past month, if you guys haven't been keeping up. But I did make a few changes for the regional, and might go back, but I was really liking the deck so far, so I just didn't perform that well that weekend. But anyway, guys, we're gonna start off with our monsters here. Of course, we're gonna be doing, of course, triple copies of Vision Hero Ferris. This is our starter. If you're going for a more pure hero build, definitely got to see this card. It's the main combo starter, so you always have to play 3 Ferris. 1 increase, double Vion. Increase just loved my hand that weekend during the regional, so that's why I always want to seed at 1. Sure, sometimes your combos might be dead when it's in your hand, but if you just see it, if you have too many copies, you're gonna see it more often. So that's why I just want to minimize as many copies of increase as possible, because definitely don't want to see it. It is definitely a break. And of course, for our elemental heroes, I cut down on the Stratoses. I might put it back up to 3, but my mindset on playing just 2 Stratos was to just try to thin out the deck. Also trying to squeeze in more hand traps for the format, and due to hero lives at 3 and then the end shuffle, it just seemed like I would be able to see this card most definitely. So probably bump it back up to 3, but I played 2 for the regional. 2 copies of Shadow Mist. Of course, everybody knows 1's too little, 3's too many. 2 is always the perfect ratio for Shadow Mist. And of course, 1 Liquid Soldier. This guy is great. It's an easily access to, if you dump Shadow Mist to the grave, not using her effect, bring it back out for Dark Law. And of course, it kind of sucks that this is our only good water monster. When I had to face that weird sea stealth attack control, this is my only water monster, so I had a really hard time with that duel. So hopefully, Konami, please start giving us more better, different attribute heroes, please, because this is our best water one, and then Stratos is our best wind. So we need more like fire, earth, and we need better other attributes, please, because you guys don't always have to make darks. Like, please stop making dark cards. Of course, we played our small Neos package, which finding out everybody's really loving that I'm still playing this in my build. This package is great. The only time I had trouble with the Spirit Neos was against Sprites. There were so many times where Spirit Neos would have saved me, but due to Gigantic Sprite's effect, locking out everybody with 2s or lower, he's a level 7, so I was not able to get him out of my hand. He would have saved me so many times, but pretty much he's still an amazing card. Just against Sprites, it was just not that great against them. And then, of course, we'll go to our Destiny Heroes. We're playing the 1 Plasma, 2 copies of Malicious. Plasma is absolutely fantastic for road decks or just shutting down your opponent's board. And he definitely helped win against tier elements, especially with a Dark Law on my side of the field as well. Pretty much just shut off their turn entirely. And of course, always got to play Malicious. Even though the Bestials are a problem, I still believe this Destiny Hero package is very much needed in our deck. And of course, we got the Denier and the Dark Angel. Dark Angeling out your opponent with their spells. Very good. It's happened a few times during the regional where I gave this to a Sprite player and I hit them with the Rivalry of the Warlords, and they just, well, won me the match. So absolutely fantastic card, Dark Angel. And for the last but not least, 2 Ash Blossoms for our hand traps. I figured I could either do Ash or Ghost Spell, and I just figured for like, Ash is just too good all around. I mean, you can stop certain, you know, meta decks with this card, and this is always great against Rogue, but so I just figured Ash Blossom just because it was just much needed. And now on to our spells. 3 copies of Hero Lives. For some reason, I just could not see this card during the regional, which made me really upset because I'm like, I have 3 copies of this card running around in my deck, and I just did not see it. But of course, that doesn't mean this build is bad, you guys. It was just one of those days where you just had unlucky draws, and this deck is fantastic, you guys. So you should definitely try this build out, especially facing against the meta. And of course, triple copies of Fusion Destiny. This card is absolutely fantastic. Finally got my 3rd ulti, you guys. As you can see, the secret one is no longer here. Finally got my 3rd ulti. Definitely happy about that. Of course, when we go first, we go for our dominance plays, figure out what they're playing. And what was really great about it is, well, when I made dominance, they let me successfully summon him without chaining to the summon. So I was able to use this effect to look at their top 5. Then they wanted to chain a, I don't remember the tier element's name, but it reveals, you know, it reveals itself, you mill 3 and it summons. But I chained a mass change immediately. So I made Dark Law, they banished 3, and I still was able to look at their top 5. And they would have got evenly matched when their turn started. So I was able to put that in the bottom and pretty much continue with my turn. And then hit them with the Plasma Dark Angel, DPE, and that pretty much just sealed the deal on that game. So that was, Fusion Destiny is definitely a must-needed card. And of course, with our meta, triple copies of Mass Change. Want to see that Dark Law, guys. Definitely want to see that Dark Law against tier elements. 2 copies of End Shuffle. Of course, freely gets out pretty much Stratos, and this equals Dark Law as well. And just being able to combo off with this as well. Turns one of your brick normal summon heroes into a combo piece. Like, you know, if you had a normal summon Shadow Mist with an End Shuffle, pretty much just turns a dead hand into a into a combo starter. So it's really good. 2 copies of Poly with 1 Miracle Fusion. I still believe in 2 copies of Polymerization, even though I did break with it a few times. With the Miracle Fusion, there was times where I had Poly and Miracle Fusion in my hand, which was just really unfortunate, but I believe in 2 copies of Polymerization. Also due to the fact tier elements milling our deck as well. You don't want to lose your Polymerization and have to just find ways to get it back with Wonder Driver. So I believe 2 copies is perfectly good against this format, and just because, you know, Vion, both of your Vions will be able to use both of his effects, being able to search either one of these polymerizations. So definitely always going to stick with 2 polymerization. And of course, 1 instant contact. Didn't come up too many times to, you know, just, but it's good to help get a body on the board, make Flame Wingman to try to make Shining Neos. You can make Sunrise with this. Didn't come up too many times just because, you know, due to the fact that it's a 1-of, and I didn't get to activate Spirit Neos as much during the regional, but I still love the card nonetheless. And pretty much just for more searchers, Foolish and Reinforcements of the Army. And then last but not least, 1 Call by the Grave and 2 Droplets. If I had a 3rd Droplet, I would definitely play a 3rd. I don't know why I've been waiting so long to get a 3rd copy of Droplet, but pretty much this is my little build for disruptions. Now onto our traps, which we're playing quite a bit, honestly. 2 copies of Imperm, 2 Rivalry of the Warlords, and last but not least, Favorite Contact. Imperm, I don't really have to explain too much, just either mostly try to just save it during your turn to start to get rid of any board negations or anything. Rivalry locks your opponent out when we go first, especially if they're playing tiers and they summon a Bestial or, you know, one of the Ishizu cards, locks them into the fairies or dragon or whatever they summoned. And then Favorite Contact just to fuse away from our banished, or just make Shining Neos and blow up the board. Alright, you guys, so that was it for the main deck. On to the extra deck. Pretty much the same. Double Cross, 1 Wonder, one Dread Decimator, pretty self-explanatory. Everybody knows what these cards do. Piercing, get our fusions back, and then pretty much search for anything else we might need, or even bring Phoenix back. And for our Elemental Hero fusions, we got one Sunrise, one Absolute Zero, one Flame Wingman, and the Shining Neo Swingman. Sadly enough, I didn't get to make either one of these at all during the regional, but it was, like I said, you guys, it was just a very unlucky day for me. Even though we still got 36th place at the regional, I just wish I was able to perform better. But these are just amazing Elemental Heroes. Hopefully that Armed Neos comes out will even be worth me trying to test, because so far I'm really not liking the card. But I'll probably make another video on that shortly. Of course, for our Masked Heroes, double Darklaw, one Blast, and one Acid. Obviously, you guys know Darklaw is MVP of this format, just shutting down tier elements. Pretty much any deck that needs the graveyard. Blast, just to dodge, hand traps, and then Acid. He's just that one card. You just never want to be caught with your pants down. So definitely run those. And of course, last but not least, our Destiny Hero package. One Dominance and one DPE. As you guys can see, I know I told you guys I got it, but look at that. We finally got our Starlight Phoenix. I'm so happy I finally got this card. I've been dying to get my hands on this thing. And of course, we got, First Dead. I don't know if there's an unlim version of it yet, but we got our hands on First Edition, of course. And these two cards together are just absolutely insane. Their teamwork is just phenomenal. Blow this guy up, bring 3 Destiny Heroes back. And even when they banish your DPE, he can still bring back another Destiny Hero. So either way, these guys are just amazing cards. I'm so happy Fusion Destiny's back at 3. And of course, you guys already know, for those of you who have been subscribed long enough, our last but not least, we got Trinity. This card is amazing. When you summon him and they ask what he does, and then, they forget the part that he attacks 3 times, and then you're just like, oh, he attacks, you'll attack once, and then he's like, okay, well, they're like, oh, okay, I took a lot of damage, but that's it. And then they see you go swing again, they're like, oh, it attacks multiple times? I'm like, yep. So, one Vision Hero Trinity. And that is it for our main deck, you guys. Now, normally, I don't show the side deck, but considering this was a regional, I will show you guys my side deck. Probably should have put more thought into it, but I just wasn't really sure on what to do. So, starting off, we have 2 Ghost Bell. Obviously, this card probably should be switched out for Ash, to be honest. Ash should probably be switched out for Ghost Bell, considering she can stop a lot more this format. So she came up quite a bit. And then we had Artifact Lancia, mostly for rogue decks and birds, because if birds pop off, if they want to hit you with a shifter, then you can hit them with this, so that way, even though cards will probably be continued to be banished on your turn, they will not be able to do as much on theirs. So if you want to slow me down, I'm gonna slow you down as well. So also to dodge evenly matched as well, in case those situations where they think you're gonna go second and then make you go first or whatever, just depending on how it is, or you need to go first against your opponent, they're probably gonna side evenly matched, side in these Artifact Lancias to make sure you don't get even lead. And then 2 Ghost Mourner and Moonlit Chill. There was times where I put it in the deck during a side, but never got to see it, so it's mostly to negate a card, and then also for trying to go into time. I did side her in, but it just never came up. And then, shockingly enough, guys, we also played triple copies of Dimension Shifter. Now, I saw a way we can play heroes around Shifter, so we also played the one Blaze Man. So if you guys, pretty much you guys are subscribed to all the other hero YouTubers, but if you watch Jaden VR or the Hero. I can't think of the name right now, but there's like another one that does like a lot of online duels. But they've done a way where you could play shifter with the Blazeman. So pretty much when you shifter your opponent, like I guess if it's like game 2 or 3 against tier elements and you know you're gonna go second against them, you'll shifter your opponent, and you know they struggle for their turn, and then you'll like start your turn with like Stratos. Sorry. Then you use like Stratos to like search for your absolute zero. Then you end shuffle the Stratos away for Blazeman. Blazeman searches our polymerization, and because you know Liquid Soldier doesn't care if he's banished or not, you'd still get your draw 2, and pretty much just like a smaller way of trying to blow out your opponent. It didn't come up too much, even though I sided the shifters in, just never saw them. So I'm not really one to ever really see my side deck, so that's why I usually just don't care about the side deck, you guys. And of course, pretty much our back row hate: double Lightning Storm, 1 Feather Duster, and the Cosmic Cyclones. Of course, these actually came up most of the time when I side in my back row hate. I do see them, so thankfully enough for that. But that's pretty much going to be it, you guys. So if you had any more questions about this deck profile, or if you guys liked it, try it out for yourselves. And also, if you are new to the channel again and you are still here, please destroy that subscribe button. We are so close to 1,000 subscribers. I can almost taste it, you guys. And hit the thumbs up button for me. And this is going to be Trinity Wolf signing out with this amazing deck profile, you guys. Hopefully we'll have better in the next regional coming up in Louisville, Kentucky. And hopefully I can see some of you guys there, because it was really awesome to meet. I didn't think I was going to actually meet anybody at this regional, so it was really cool to see some of you subscribers, and hopefully I can see you guys in Louisville. And with that, everybody, this is going to be your boy Trinity Wolf signing out, and I will see you guys in the next one.